Welcome to the Poor Perspective.
For years.
Yeah, I know, but it
we're
started,
recording?
it
We're
started in
recording.
2018. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's been happening for years. This is the third consecutive year of it,
Third?
and
God,
by
dang.
far I think the fourth, and it's by far the biggest.
Welcome to the Poor Perspective, ladies and gentlemen. We've got
You ugly gents.
a
Special-
Tesla truck exploding
Oh, hey.
in front of the Trump Towers. We've got a crazy man driving through a group of people in Louisiana.
Okay.
And then we've got hometown shooters. Hometown shooters.
Right next to us.
Why did he?
Right
why
next to us.
Next to us.
Right
Why
next
did he
to
say
us.
shooters?
We
like
saw a
that?
shooting yesterday.
We saw. No, we didn't see it.
Shut up.
We
don't
witnessed
know.
We saw a shooting.
We witnessed the after. We witnessed the aftermath.
It's not about what you know. It's about what you can prove.
And I can prove that Kendall was there last night, and he may be the person that did the shooting.
Yeah.
I don't even
And
know what
Izzy
he done.
definitely knows the guy that was the shooter.
That's so fucked up,
Look,
dude.
here, I'm going to show Izzy his picture. And this, thank you to...
That he waited. He literally waited.
So you got this one right here, him just pulling the gun out. This is at the Walmart.
Yeah, that's right. The brown be walking by there all the time.
Do you know him? Does he come into your store?
Damn.
Do we know his name? I'm going to guess it. We should guess his name.
I have no idea. We're not doing that. I don't think that's gonna be good.
We're at Waffle House last night, and Dylan's like, "Let me guess your mom's name," and Izzy's like, "Okay." He's like, "It starts with the S, doesn't it?" Izzy's like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, it does." What's her name? Sharia?
I said Charisse.
Oh my bad.
Or Charisse? And I'm like,
I literally said Charisse.
he
And I was
literally
close. It
said
was Rachel.
Yeah, but you said Rochelle at first.
Hey, that's so close.
That is such a common name. My mom's name is Katina. Okay, so like, don't even.
What were the people? What were your grandparents thinking when they named? Like, what's the point of the "ka" on the end of the
Katina.
T? Yeah.
Okay, so my mom, right, when she was born, her father had just gotten out of a bad marriage, and his ex-wife's name was Katina, and he always loved that name, so they named her Katina after his ex-wife.
That's fucking
After his
weird.
That's what I was told by my
marriage?
mom.
After his failed marriage.
Yes.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So if your grandpa never had a failed marriage, your mom would be named something different.
Yeah.
His mom wouldn't be here.
My mom doesn't like. I don't like. Now that like we have two families conjoined, like my wife's family and everything. Everybody on my wife's side calls her Katina, and she's never gone by Katina.
She
but
goes by
she's
Tina.
She's getting used to it now. But like her
I don't
boyfriend
think
calls her Katina.
I don't think
his
I've ever
son.
called her Katina. I've just been like, "What up,
I
Tina?
don't.
What
It's
up,
a cool
Tiny
name though. I
Tina?"
think it's a cool name. I ain't never heard it before.
I mean, it's very unique. Yeah.
But no one's name is just Trina. It
I
almost
mean, I'm
needs
sure
the
we could
cup.
go out there and find somebody named Trina.
No, 100%.
if
I
we
had a
tried hard
DoorDasher
enough.
one time. Her name was Katina.
You know what I want to name my kid? Nasir.
What the fuck?
Nasir. Yes, sir. Nasir.
Gosh, bro.
Yes,
I like
sir.
Devon.
That's such a
Poor-
beautiful
your,
name,
your
bro.
poor future wife.
That's
We're
my
gonna come back to
favorite
this
name.
in 10 years, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, that was a mistake."
If I have a baby with a white girl, I'm not gonna name him Nasir. But if he's mixed, Nasir. What the fuck? Nasir all the way.
I think Blake puts in too much thought on potential
does.
kids.
Bro, I want a kid, just not right now.
And he's already thought of girl names, guy names.
No, I don't
he doesn't
know girl
really think
names.
about girls because he only wants a boy.
he said, "I don't." He said, "If it's a
if he gets a girl, he's gonna treat it like we're in Japan.
No, you want to know my honest truth?
the one child boss."
If I figure out that I'm having a baby girl for about a week,
This
I'm
doesn't
gonna
count.
be disappointed about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna love her as much as I love my son.
he says that now.
I agree.
I want a son.
No. Okay, now let me tell you
I
why
want a
you're.
son.
Let me tell you
Dylan's
why.
already got a son.
Now
you
tell
don't
me.
even,
Look,
you
I'm
don't
the
even
only.
count.
I'm definitely the only father in the room,
Yes.
as far as we
You're
know.
not the only daddy in the room, though.
No, but no, I will say this though, bro. Our goal was like, me and Nita both wanted a girl. We did, but ended up getting a boy, bro. And I mean, I'm blessed, but I still really want a daughter, like really bad.
Now you got somebody to carry on your family name.
Yeah.
Who was there before that had the? There was no. You're the only one. You only got sisters.
Yeah, I'm the only boy.
You're cooling, bro.
Yeah.
Now it's up to
look,
now
dude,
it's up to your son.
I had a sister.
Now he's got
another sister, a mom, an aunt,
burping.
and then I had two nieces.
Yeah.
And then Armani and Zayn came out, and I was just like, dang, bro. Like,
But
my
Armani
nephew
and Zayn
sound-
don't have your last name.
No.
I'm talking about your last name.
I was the only
Raper.
person
The goal of
at
man
the
is
time
to-
before my dad adopted me. I was the only guy in my family that still had the last name Cagle.
Cankles?
Cagle, C-A-G-L-E.
Well, thank God
And
you
my
don't have
dad
that
legally
last
adopted me, so I became Draper.
Kendall and
Shut
Dylan
the
have
fuck
something in
up.
common. Cankles. Last name and what he has.
Don't laugh, Dylan. It's not
That-
fucking
it's
funny.
it's not called cankles when it's on the neck.
Ooh. What is that, Neckles?
I'm gonna kill
That's
myself.
too close.
I don't know,
to
what is
something.
it?
As
I'm
I was
good.
saying, as men,
What's up,
it's
Neckles?
our job. It's
Go ahead,
It's our
say some
job
sexist shit.
to etch ourselves into society to be remembered as much as possible. Now, not everybody, and when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, you be like Kanye West. Like, people will remember Kanye West for the next 100 and something years after he dies and shit like that. But
Like Marcus Aurelius or Julius
any way
Caesar.
to leave your
Genghis
footprint
Khan.
in the world after you are gone to be remembered is the ultimate goal
Socrates.
of most men.
Because of how many people they forcefully took, Genghis Khan and his people have
yeah.
ancestry, probably
yeah.
strong ancestry.
Like a third of the
half
Asian population.
Yeah, a third of the Asian
Strong
population
ancestry.
comes from Genghis Khan.
Bro.
That-
That's
his-
kind of badass.
Because he was raping.
That's kind of badass.
Raping and pillaging.
They're raping your kids.
I think we have to bleep
They're raping
that
your
out.
wives.
Have you noticed that?
What?
I think we have to bleep that out. Have you noticed that? Like on every form of video, they bleep out like the aping word.
The aping? I mean, yeah, we could probably,
know.
but
I
we
have no
don't.
idea why.
But I mean, if we, I don't
Why is that?
Because
like
you're
think
not
about it.
allowed
Think
to
about
talk
it. Think-
about
no,
sensitive
think about it.
subjects.
Think about
because
it.
You might
Think about
offend
it.
somebody.
They can say
Little
bend that ass
pussies.
over, let that coochie breathe, but we can't say masturbation or rape.
She said that at a
or-
Kamala Harris rally.
Like, so I'm just confused. Like, I'm
I don't know if
confused
that's
on
true.
what we're bleeping and what we're not bleeping out. Because if I can hear bend that ass over, let that coochie breathe.
bleed. Oh my
Sorry,
god!
breathe.
what
I
you're
should
into.
like. I mean, we should be free to hear. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. I find that weird.
I mean, it's mostly because I think of TikTok. I think a lot of people like they don't say the word die on TikTok. Like if you ever watch TikTok, they unalived themselves and they use words that don't describe words
And
that
then
they're trying to use.
Another thing me and Blake talked about that we figured out, like they'll bleep out. I get to use it. They'll bleep out the word nigga, right?
Oh.
But then subtitles on Netflix will recorrect the word nigga to ER on the subtitles. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like,
all the
what?
time.
inherently
Like,
racist.
bro, what just happened here?
They
Like,
don't put the slang term.
When I first noticed it, I was just chilling, I was watching it and I was like, wait? And I was like, surely I messed up. And then they said it again. I was like, nope. I read that one right. I read that right. I was like, what? I was like, that's not what the person said. I was like, that's not what they said in the film. Like, what?
I'm
Like, why are
telling you,
you
bro.
adding that in? As a little ha, got you. Like,
Now,
what?
my question is closed captioning subtitles, like on Netflix, is it automatically generated, or do they go in?
Even
and
if it's
do the
generated, you
subtitles?
should go through and check
Exactly,
it. Like,
exactly.
you shouldn't
Like,
just
like,
go,
you're
okay, it's
spending
working.
millions of dollars on all of this shit to make
Like-
a series, a movie, and you're not going to go back through and edit the subtitles if they say something weird.
Like, I mean, yeah, especially
Like,
that
what?
one. And you bleep out everything else, but you'll write out the word. We're
I've
not
been
saying
watching,
it.
listen, I've been watching Squid Games too, and it's really stressful because
You know
my
what Izzy does
wife
with this cup?
doesn't like watching subtitles, so she makes it.
I don't
She
wanna
makes
tell
me
you.
watch it in English, but they're still
what he's
speaking
telling you.
Korean. So they'll be like,
Their mouth, don't.
"Oh
match
yeah,
up.
man."
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just like, "Oh my god, bro, this is ridiculous. I can't stand it."
I bet you that sucks. I've never seen the first Squid Games, but
Oh my
sequels
gosh.
always suck.
No, the sequel's so good, bro.
Nah, especially nowadays when
It
they
brings
try to
people
make
back
sequels.
from last season, not necessarily in the way that you think that they would. It does, dude. It does so much, bro.
What are they in the mask now?
Yeah,
I
basically.
fucking knew it. I've never seen it, but I fucking guessed it. Look
I'll
at that.
tell you something that's got very much to do with Squid Games. You know who I absolutely cannot stand at all?
Who?
Mr. Beast. I hate that
Listen,
motherfucker.
his-
I hate that motherfucker.
Why? Because he's
bro.
doing better than you?
Because, bro, look, something came out like not that long ago. I've been not liking it. I've never watched any of his videos. But he came out and like someone said like all this money that you just give away to strangers instead of dividing it and giving it to countries and people that actually need it.
Oh
Like,
my God.
And then
Whatever,
and then
bro.
like the
Oh my
next but then like the
fucking
next
God.
day he built like 20 wells in Africa.
Yeah.
But come on, bro. It shouldn't take somebody to be shitting on your name for
I
you to
don't-
be like,
I think
okay,
the
I'll do a little
plan-
bit of good real quick with
I
these
think
billions that
I
I've been
think
giving
the
the fuck
plan
away.
to build the wells in Africa were a thing before
Yeah.
he got hate.
So check this
But
out.
dude, still,
check
even
this
then,
out,
like
Dylan.
he acts like he's humble, but bro, I feel like he's not.
Dylan.
He's always bragging
He's
about,
pretty
oh yeah,
humble,
man,
bro.
like
I
I had a
think he's
Tesla, but I
pretty
sold it because I really like my Camry, and then I had this really nice apartment that I really loved, and I never would have moved out if someone hadn't broken in. Bro, stop acting humble,
What do
bro.
you
He acts
mean,
humble, bro, but I don't
He
think it's
is
true.
humble. He's a nice. I
Yeah.
feel like he's a nice guy.
He is. Dylan's just mad.
Yeah, but he got some weirdo friends.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
I will say he does have
Uh-huh.
some weirdo friends.
Yeah.
And he's a bit of weirdo himself, but hey, he's cool.
Yeah, but that ain't come
Mr.
out yet,
Beast,
huh?
All
Like-
I do is take. I said, I'm the evil Mr. Beast. All I do is take.
Whatever happened to that dude? Whatever happened
Sketch?
to the autistic guy that drank?
Oh, he's still around Josh Block?
Yeah, yeah.
He's with that dude, Mr. Bass.
Didn't he like
bro.
overdose
Mr.
on
Bass.
live?
No,
Didn't
he didn't overdose. He just got super drunk and threw up on himself.
No, he said I saw this
That kid will be
clip.
dead in the next year, bro.
I
He
saw-
won't live another year.
I saw this clip where he was like, "Man, I was He was like, "I was going to sleep and I just seen a light and I was like, oh no, that's so pretty." And then what's his face? The guy tries to turn the stream off and Josh's like, "Don't turn it off. Let me talk." Or whatever, yelling at him. And yeah, he was talking about how he almost overdosed and died.
There's no
But,
way.
like-
Look, even if that kid went and got rehab right now and like got the help that he actually needed, it wouldn't change
You know he was
anything
on the Adam
because he's just
22
alone,
podcast.
bro.
You know he was on the Adam 22 podcast.
Yeah, I know, and he's
And
just
he- and Adam
alone.
22 literally was like, after
Yeah,
the next
after the
episode,
interview,
he was
the next
like,
episode, he said, "Yeah,
"Josh
we had him
Block
on here."
Needs help, and
Yeah.
apparently Mr. Bass was talking shit about.
He said,
him
"I
and all this
almost
other
felt
stuff."
bad having him on the podcast because I didn't want people to think that like I
apparently,
was
like,
extorting him or
every,
like
like, every,
trying
like,
to use
few
his
minutes-
addiction for my own." Like,
Because he had a bunch of buzz balls sitting on
Yeah,
on the,
bro,
on
and
the
he said he was
table,
just- dude.
And he said that like he would take a buzz ball and he said it was like clockwork, bro. He would literally finish a buzz ball and then he'd immediately go for another one.
and Adam 22 said that he didn't even like he took like a sip of it, and Josh like looked at him like, "Are you gonna drink that? Like, why did you only take a sip of it?" He was like, "Dude, this kid would be shaking when he got there."
Yeah.
And then like the second he like DoorDashed those buzz balls, he was
Oh yeah, he DoorDashed
he was
his
fine.
own
He
buzz balls.
he DoorDashed them to the show, and he was like, "I think my drinks are here." Like,
DoorDash is
I got a
here. And he starts to get up. He's
for
like, no,
buzz
no, no,
balls.
we'll have somebody go get it, man. We'll have somebody go get it for you. He's like, okay.
Make sure they don't take any.
Yeah, make sure they don't take
Because
any
I
of my
really
buzz
need
balls.
those.
I
Like,
really
what the
need
fuck is
them.
wrong with you, bro? He's got
Okay,
problems.
I'm back, and one, Mr. Beast is a poser. That's a fake. That's a front. That's a facade.
He's a fraud.
Two,
You think he's a fraud?
no, it's a facade.
You think he's not nice?
No, he was on Theo Von's podcast, bro. I think everything he. No. I think.
So he was on
Just
Theo's.
because he was on Theo Von podcast
No,
doesn't
no,
mean he's fake.
no. And I guess watched him even more, and he was. You saw a little bit of his true self, and I really just don't feel like he's that much of a genuine. Like he's a genuine guy, but I feel like he's been tainted by the money.
Have you seen him?
And now
kick-
he's a
Did
dick.
you guys see him kick FaZe Banks off of his like set? Apparently, FaZe Banks came like all the FaZe members, Stay Ronaldo, Lacey.
I don't know
Jason,
any of those guys.
Well, they were.
Yeah,
they
those
all
were not
on, They were
original.
all on a Mr. Beast.
What happened to FaZe
episode,
Temper?
YouTube episode. And FaZe Banks, who's like their head guy, the leader of
Yeah, I know.
FaZe or whatever, comes on and he's just walking around doing whatever, talking shit. And then apparently he like smacks some shit out of Jason or somebody's hand and like causes a big ass commotion, like breaks something. And Mr. Beast was like, "We can't have you here, man. You gotta go. You gotta go." And he turns around, not even half a second. He hadn't even left yet. He goes, "It's okay, guys. I just kicked him off the set. We're good." And then he turns around. He's still standing. He's like, "I just kicked you off the set, bro. You need to go." And I was like, "Damn, bro." But the thing about it was he wasn't mean about it. He was in it, but he also wasn't nice about it. He was very in
was
the middle, neutral,
firm.
Like, okay, bro, like that's it. Like you gotta go.
Hey, I'll tell you another one that, and I think we can all agree on this, except for maybe Kendall, because Kendall will probably back this dude up. One dude I would absolutely dog walk just because he looked at me is that fucking Jack Doherty kid.
I swear to God.
I hate that
Jack
motherfucker.
Jack Doherty is a dumb.
I
motherfucker.
hate that motherfucker.
He's dumb,
Did you
bro.
see where he was like, there was this like black teenager dude walking down the street, bunch of tattoos and shit, and buddy shoulder checked him, And so obviously naturally the kid like went to run up on him and fight him, and he said, "Oh yeah, you want to run up on me?" And then his security guard grabbed the kid that he just shoulder checked to make mad, and said, "Ooh, can't touch me. You wish you could, but you can't. Ha ha ha."
Yeah.
I would
not be his
shit
security
out of that
guard.
kid, bro.
He's gonna get shot. Either him or his security guard's gonna get shot.
I would just quit and walk away and let the kid get beat up. 100%. He needs a little ass checking.
What are we looking at right now? Share with
I'm
the
not
class.
exactly sure.
Share with
I'll
the
tell you
class.
exactly what happened. Izzy just looked up on ChatGPT. Good. What was it, Izzy? Tips on how to eat ass better.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm reading.
Hey, listen, I don't need no tips, bro.
Consent is key is the number one, and that comes closely.
serious
That comes second close to hygiene and start slow and be gentle.
Start slow and be gentle. Why are you looking at
But
this?
consent is key is crazy. Always make sure that both of you and your partner are comfortable, and consent to the activity and open communication is crucial.
Because, okay, when I started asking questions about flight patterns and other things, it's like, sorry, I'm limited. You have to sign in to freaking get the full access. So I was like, okay.
gotta pay for it, too.
And I was like, okay, let me ask this. I'm like, okay, so you can't tell me about flight patterns, but you tell me how
you
to eat ass? Like,
Hey, right now, just text it, like type it on there and be like, be more specific.
no.
Do it.
It's very specific.
Like I need it to tell you which
Have
way
fun
to,
and be relaxed
Which
is number 6.
Which way to swirl your tongue? That's what I want to know. Be more specific.
Bro, if you want to learn how to eat ass, I can teach you. I'm pretty good at it, man.
Give us a like. Okay, asshole. Do it right now. Put it up.
So it's like this.
It's like that.
Usually what I'll do is I'll just start like tongue in the top. You know what I'm
Tongue in
saying?
the top,
Like,
okay, the
I won't
top-
go far.
Okay,
And then
whoa.
I get more into it, and the more into it I get, the more my tongue goes in.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be
I think- are we
spitting.
Are we done with that?
I swear to God.
I'm
bro.
sorry, but this
Fucking
real quick
going back and forth.
before we end this subject, I thought that when you like eat ass, that you essentially just give like it a rim job and don't go in there.
No, I'll be sticking my tongue in.
Yeah, see.
I ain't gonna lie. Not
Blake
far.
be doing a deep
Internet is
clean.
forever.
I'm a freak, bro.
Blake be doing a deep cleaning.
A deep clean.
Nah, cause I don't like.
Hey, Blake's dad.
I don't. That's too far for me, bro. I can't
I
do
just got done
that.
talking about how he wanted kids. Now look.
I can't wait for my kids to see this. I don't care, bro. They gonna know.
They
They gonna know. I don't give a fuck.
As soon as they turn 18, you want to see this video of your dad?
You can see this video.
Nah, there ain't good video. Hey, yeah,
Dude,
true.
my mom got somebody posted a video of me and Kevin taking like a shot like this with our arms linked like this on Facebook. It was like a year and a half to 2 years ago on our birthday. And dude, she's freaking the fuck out. My mother.
alcoholic.
Yes, I swear on my life, bro.
Yeah.
And I had to tell her, like, Mom, first of all, I haven't even seen the video, so I don't know why you're yelling at me. Second of all, I didn't post it. Third of all, it was from 2 years ago.
He's like, I don't even know what I'm defending myself
Yes,
for.
why are you yelling at
What?
me right now?
What is this?
It's 10 o'clock at night.
Are you recording like us?
Yes.
Look, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was only asking because once you go back and rewatch this, I know my phone is dead. And I've done picked it up about 10 times in the little bit of time that we've been talking, and just to see what my notifications are.
But there's none because it's dead.
Damn.
Charge it,
That
bro.
means you're addicted to your phone.
So
yeah,
you have
very
no
much so.
room to talk.
I haven't picked up my phone one
You have-
time.
Last night at the bar,
Yeah, bro.
I think I
was,
maybe remember talking to you twice,
That's bullshit.
maybe
'cause
3
you were on your
times.
phone too. I don't want to fucking.
I
You know
was
how many
going
times-
through
Back me
fucking
up. Blake can back
videos.
me up. Blake can back
I was
me
going
up.
through camera footage.
I was going through camera, but you were still on your phone. I don't want to hear it, bro.
Yeah, because I was messaging him.
Oh, there was a shooting at Walmart.
No. I was messaging employees.
Kendall was going back and forth between Facebook Reels and TikTok. Every time I just look at what the like button looked like.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Hey, speaking of that Walmart shooting, bro, do you remember a couple of years ago there was a girl that me and you went to high school with, and she shot that Walmart employee?
No, I don't.
I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know what's going on with the case, but
How long
there was a
wait, how long-
there was a girl that we went to
a
high school
statute of
with, and she had a baby, and her and the baby were riding around in the car one day, and there was this dude that like, cut her off in traffic, and so she pulled into the Walmart parking lot, and he pulled up behind her, and he got out of his car and started banging on her window, and she just shot him, and he died.
Yeah, fuck him.
But
she didn't get no
so
charges.
she got arrested at first
Yeah, of
until her
course.
court
You always
date,
get arrested.
and then
They
they
let
were
her
like,
go.
"I'm
It's
sorry," but
self-defense.
like she was like, "Dude, I had my baby in the car, bro." Like he came up and got out of his car. Like, why did he need to get out of his car? And she shot that motherfucker dead, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Shot
Don't do
that
These
motherfucker
people-
dead.
These people are that.
And you know
that
what? She's
do
still out there carrying a gun. That's a good thing.
This road rage bullshit,
Yep.
and they start fucking following people. Let
I
me
ain't
tell
the
you
one.
something.
He is the
You
I ain't
are
the
going
one.
to
He
get
is.
shot.
I'm not the one to follow me. Don't follow me.
No, you're the follower.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro.
I'm not the
That's
follower.
exactly what I was thinking, bro.
I'm not the follower. I
Yes, you
take care of
are.
my business right then and there, and I'm done.
Look,
Izzy,
in
this
that situation, Izzy was the guy banging on the window. Okay.
No,
This is what you do, Izzy. You will see a situation about to happen, and when you could just let off the gas, you say, "Nah, I'm gonna speed up and let them." I'm gonna.
No, because Izzy refuses to
Show
touch
them
his
my
brakes.
weapon.
Every time someone touches their brakes on the highway, Izzy's like, "What are we doing? Why are we touching our brakes?"
There's
I'm
no
like, "Dude,
need."
because there's a car in front of them slowing
While
down.
he's doing 115. What the fuck?
What are we hitting our brakes for?
No.
Get the fuck out of here,
You
bro.
let off the gas. Learn how to play that. Learn how to play that gas pedal. Let off the gas.
Gosh, bro.
Okay, you don't have to brake.
But so like I'll see it, bro. Like there will be some guy and he's very obviously gonna merge, and you're like, nah.
No,
I'm gonna get
I
up.
would know.
And then he
I
has to
let
get over
people
in
get
front of you.
over.
earlier.
No, I let people
Get the fuck out of
over.
here, bro.
Okay, I'm the best friend for 18 wheelers. Okay, and anyone merging. Okay,
And you know what the crazy part is? He does all that bullshit. Where he talks his shit and he be fucking talking about people breaking on him. And then he'll do the most random thing. He'll be like, "Come on, just get over already." I'm like, "Dude, you're literally going 100 and you just slowed down to 80 just to let this motherfucker over? What's going on right now?"
I'm a nice driver.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
No, you're
am.
not.
He's mean to me when you were driving.
That's-
But I'm in the car.
What do you mean? No. Who was driving during your birthday outing?
I don't remember.
Oh, what? Like going to a game terminal?
Nobody said you're
You?
a bad driver. Nobody. I'm sure nobody.
Yeah,
will say
I was
that.
okay with going
But you were
behind
an
you,
angry
but then I saw the paths. Right, I saw the openings, and he was taking every opening I would not be taking.
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 That sounds like.
And then he got over. Then he got over
taking.
on the opening that was bad. He got over and got behind a car that was going slower
Actually,
than the
no, that was
car.
Zoe.
He was getting. Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm. Now you see how he's throwing it now. And then I was like, you know what? Because we passed this Porsche, and I was like, we can't let this Porsche catch
I'm
back up after the
hungry.
Porsche was going slow. So I was like, I have to, like, for both of us, I have to pass everybody. So I was like, I'm gonna just go ahead and get there. Plus, I had to stop and get gas. But I think y'all caught up, so it was all good.
I've seen Izzy in the same breath yell at somebody for cutting him off, and then literally 30 seconds later say, "Oh fuck this person, I'm gonna cut him off."
See,
And it was a different person.
No,
It was a different person.
There's the correct. No,
wrong with
pause.
you? What's
Pause.
wrong with you?
No, I'm gonna have to defend myself apparently today on this episode.
Yeah, I don't know why
There's
we're
a-
attacking
There's
you
a
about
proper
this.
way to cut someone off and an improper way to cut someone off. Okay, the proper way is to cut off, but be accelerating where you are at, going, accelerating fast enough to cut the person off, but it's not cut off because you're increasing speed, so you're going faster. Right?
Well, I've decided I'm
the
done
improper
attacking
way
you.
is when you cut someone off and then you either stay at the same speed or you go slower than the car behind you, making that car have to brake or slam on brakes. Okay, when I cut people off, they don't have to touch the brakes because I'm not braking. I'm passing you. Like I'm going fast, gone. Like. And when people cut
a
me,
piece of shit.
I'm
when
done
people
attacking
cut
him.
me off, okay, when people cut me off, usually they are now going slower than me, or they start brake checking me. I'm like, why are you braking on me if you're cutting me off? Like you're supposed to be going faster. You're supposed to accelerate, right? That's the purpose, to go around someone, right? Or get in front of them to speed up.
Wildwood. Have you ever been to Wildwood?
Bad to, like,
No,
police,
he hasn't.
bro.
I don't talk back.
Oh, dude, that shit was so funny.
Really? No. What did Dylan say in the back seat? He said, "Well, is anyone dead or hurt?" Dylan says, "Not yet." Like,
Yeah,
what?
I slapped the fuck out you.
Literally, when that police walked up to the car, Izzy was going 85, I believe the cop said. You were in the car. It was us four. And he goes, no, listen. Izzy pulls over not only on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, he pulled
Okay,
over on the
he
left
pulls.
side
Yeah,
of
he
the
pulls
road.
on the left side of the road
In the
of the
middle.
interstate, and he was going 85. He knew that, and the cop
you
said,
passed
"Do
you
you know why
past
I
the
pulled you
cop.
over today?" Well, no. And I said, what the
He's
fuck?
such
But
a
then
dick
I
to
said,
the
what the
cops,
fuck?
bro?
You were
And the
so
cop said, I pulled you over for
him.
doing 85 and a 70. This is a very polite cop. I'm not that guy, but he was a very polite cop. And he goes, well, man, you
was
know,
just following the
he said,
traffic.
do we not have a grace? Huh? And he was like, yeah, like, you know, man, for example, like, I probably wouldn't have pulled you over for doing 80. And then he looks in the car, he says, did anybody, doesn't look like anybody was shot or stabbed in here, so why are you going so fast? I said, we ain't shot yet. Like,
no, you said.
but he was
that's
in
what
there.
you
Izzy was.
said.
Izzy, I know. That's what I said.
Dylan
He said, not yet.
But
I'm
Izzy
so
was sitting
glad.
there.
Blake's over here.
Dude,
fuck up.
instantly, like I'm not even a second past, and my hand just goes and fucking smacks the shit out of his arm. And I'm thinking, now this cut's gonna bring attention to the cop, but he didn't say shit. So
And then the dude goes, all right, man, y'all have a nice day. Didn't give Izzy a ticket or
Didn't
nothing.
even check his
And then
ID.
Izzy goes, yeah, sure, you too. I said, God damn, Izzy, just let you go. And then Izzy took off. I said, dude, what is wrong with you?
No, he is exaggerating that by at least like 10%.
That's exactly
we
what
missed
happened,
the major
That's
part
exactly
though.
what happened.
Why'd you get pulled over?
Look, I thought he was a cool cop.
He's behind the cop, and
No,
he's
no,
like,
no, the
he's
cop was
like-
on the right. The cop
No,
was
no, no.
to the right.
The cop was in. So there's 4 lanes. He was.
Yeah,
in
I was in the
second
fast lane, and
No,
he was to my right side.
So no. You were
I was far left. That's why I got on the left side of the lane when it opened up at
so
the dam.
Is he staying like right behind the cop, like on the left lane? He's like, you know, like I'm sure I can pass him. The cop's going about 70. He's like, I'm sure he won't pull me over if I pass him. And I'm like, Izzy, don't do it.
No,
and he's like, no, I got it.
He was going 80. I was just going 80 because I'm like, oh, we're in the highway. He's a lane apart from me, so I'm not like riding him or anything. Then he pulled me over. Another thing, he was like, you don't pass a cop. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're 2 lanes over, dude. Why the fuck can I go? Like, why do you be on the road dictate I can't pass a cop? Like, you're going 80. I'm just going 5 over.
No.
Like,
some of these cops, I think they really enjoy nobody wanting to pass them. Cause
yeah, I was
I've been
just
on
confused
840
by
I've been
that.
on
Thank God it was a
840
Metro
before.
cop though.
I've been on 840 before, and dude, the cop will lead the pack for the entire way from Murfreesboro to freaking Lebanon, and no one will pass them.
and I'm like that whole I can't pass you, like, and you
The thing
basically
about it
you
is
dictate,
the
you
cop's
block
going,
off,
the cop's
like,
going like 82 or 83 already. So if you pass the cop going to 85, he's most definitely gonna pull you over.
yeah, no, but that I feel like no.
So but I think they like if I was a cop, that's exactly what I would do because I don't know, I'm just that petty. I think it's just petty.
He's a little control freak.
No, I'm not.
I
What the
wouldn't
fuck?
do it, bro. I
Look
get
at him.
behind. I'll let
Yeah,
the
he
cop
is.
pass me, bro.
He is. Kendall's a control freak.
Well, explain how I'm a control freak.
Think about it. With everything, he always has to take, as many roles as possible, or take control, or
That's
take.
why I have a theory.
Yeah. Oh, what's
theory
the
of what?
theory?
I
the
can't
theory?
talk about it on the podcast. What? Trust me, Kendall, you'll thank me for not
I
talking about
think
it.
I know. I know because he has to.
So you're
and
mad at me.
I get it.
Instead of saying, "Oh, Kendall has leadership qualities," I'm controlling. I'm a controlling person. But you won't ever say, "Oh, well, Kendall's a good leader. Kendall does. He makes good decisions. He inserts himself where he needs to."
Well,
He
see,
backs
I
out
don't
where he
know.
needs to.
Kendall, I literally have told you this podcast would not be a thing if it wasn't for you. So don't even come at me with that.
Leader, dictator, same thing.
That's fine. If you want me to be, if I gotta, sometimes I gotta be a dictator,
Voice
and
crack.
it's okay.
Saddam,
Hussein. With that little voice crack.
Barack
So
Hussein
okay,
Obama.
so my sister was in town, right?
Okay.
I couldn't meet up with her because of your birthday party, which I already told her ahead of time. I was like, hey,
I'm glad I'm more important than your sister. Makes me feel good.
you're not, but her timing was. I mean, she's my sister. I love her. Your number, like,
And he already
you're-
got the
You're somewhere.
cakes.
You're in that bubble. But she floats a little bit higher. But look, hey, you want me to lie to you? I can. But yeah, she was in town, and it clashed between the time she was in. Plus, I had to end up working because that employee was out, couldn't take a shift. But she was here, and where she had a fiance,
Yeah.
and all that happened, and huge in the entertainment industry, and that he's been stalking her.
Yeah.
Apparently, he stalked her here to Tennessee,
Oh wow.
and he was physically here in Tennessee.
We have to beat his ass.
I might have to be honest with you.
Until he hears this fucking podcast.
I might have to. I don't care.
Then he's
I
gonna
don't
be
care,
Shaking in
dude.
his boots.
But
I got a couple things.
yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. She's gonna here soon. If he keeps it up, she's gonna be very well protected. She won't have to worry about nothing. But I just find that very odd that this man quite literally said, "I'm gonna just put everything a whole pack up, hop in my car, and drive to Tennessee."
That's fucking weird.
There was a whole thing the other day.
And like my mom and my sister were together, and she never told me this until she's on her way back, leaving already. I'm like, why didn't you?
Now let's hear his side of the story.
You like you?
Okay?
Mine?
No.
Oh,
buddy.
the guys?
Yeah, let's hear him. Now.
I'll hear it once I'm done. Now what I want
Get him
her,
on the podcast.
I want,
We don't know what he needs, bro.
what I want her to do. If I knew, I would.
Yeah. Well, no, what we can
You know,
do
type
is
of
we'll
thing,
invite him on the
right.
podcast, and we'll tell him like, and as soon as he gets here, we'll be like, all right, defend yourself on why you're stalking Izzy's sister, and if you don't do a good enough job, we're gonna beat the shit out of you on camera.
And
You
he
guys
has
see
to
the
be sitting
video
right
go
here.
black for like 30 minutes and then come
He
back.
comes
and
back and his fucking shit's all fucked up. He's like,
Little do you know
I
it.
will never talk to Izzy's sister again.
No, he's gonna come back. We'll be like, okay, well, you guys hear him out, okay?
him out.
He's not that bad.
It's not that bad. He's just fucked up with a black eye.
I didn't like him anyway. And then one time she put me on the phone with him because she like, he doesn't think I've been talking to you. He think I was like, you don't have to prove yourself. I don't know why you doing this. She's like, just be nice. I'm gonna put on the phone, yada yada yada. And I was like, Tiffany, don't do. And then she switched it. And she was like, see, this is him. This say hi, Isaiah. I was like, I don't like you already, dude. I was like, you leave my sister the fuck alone, dude. I was like, I never liked you from day one. I was like, you ain't good enough for her.
Why
I was like,
am I
fuck
gonna
you,
get on a
dude.
phone call to prove that she's talking to her brother, dude? Like, what the fuck is wrong with
Wait,
you?
and y'all aren't, they're not together. They're not engaged anymore.
Then why is she doing that?
I have no idea why. I have no idea. I told her. I was like,
What'd he say when you told him you didn't like him?
nothing. She was like, I'm pretty sure she dropped the call. She hung up on him. And I was like, okay. She was like, okay, I guess that works. I was like, what? Why?
Oh, why would you do
Like,
that to me?
why?
Why'd you put me in that position?
Like I tried to be nice for half a second. Then when I heard him clear his throat, I automatically had to go. I had to
All
go.
right, dude,
Like
fuck you, bro. You clearing your throat on me, dude? What the fuck are you clearing your throat? Were you about to say something?
Right. You can't
No,
say
you're
shit
not
to me.
about to say shit to
You
me,
just be
buddy. You about
quiet.
to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you
and
just be
listen.
quiet. Sit there and take the abuse.
I just zoned out.
Yeah, I know you did. Look at both of them.
I'm trying to get some.
He's the Memphis Chewbacca.
The Memphis Chewbacca.
Wait. Dr. Squatch.
Hey, just real quick. You know how like when you want,
Well, biscuit
like you
head.
know how like when it's cold outside and you go out there and you be breathing and you.
That's just because you have a small dick.
And you see the breath that comes out. Mm-hmm. How come? I asked you this yesterday, Kendall. How come whenever you're driving down the road, right, with the heat on and you have your windows down, there's not smoke pouring out of your car? They say you can see your breath when it's cold because your breath is warm.
Because it's more concentrated when you breathe it out.
Yeah, it's more concentrated heat.
And plus, there's
Yeah,
moisture.
see,
There's
I don't-
moisture in your
yeah.
breath
There's
as well.
also- yeah.
And it's the water.
Okay,
particles.
but then whenever I light a fire and there's hella smoke coming out during the winter,
Oh,
That's from the fire.
I don't think so.
With that one, the heat is high enough where it gets.
Motherfucker don't understand physics.
Yeah.
Simple physics.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot we all went to college. Fuck
didn't.
y'all.
I
No.
did.
I didn't go to
For a
college.
semester and a half.
Say,
I went for like
Izzy's the only one who here.
Probably
right?
about a
No,
month.
Izzy's the only one who finished college. Whether it be an
Oh,
associate's
honey.
degree or not. So.
any of it.
Yeah, well, most people don't.
there's no
this-
it's a scam. It's a fucking
I was
scam.
talking to the manager of the bank that I go at, and she was telling me that she has like 4 degrees, and her job, this is the job that she has now, she uses absolutely 0 of her degrees doing that job.
It's a scam. It's a scam.
Right.
But I mean, isn't it all how you apply yourself? I mean,
it
like you
just
got to think
looks
if you
good.
go to a
It
bank
makes
and
you-
ask for
it
a
makes
job and you
more
end
of
up
a priority.
It's 50-50.
if you end up falling in love with a job that you start but you didn't use your college degree to do it, then that's kind of on you, right?
I mean, it is kind of, but then again, it's really about what is best for you and how much money you need to be.
Because I feel like
comfortable
most
in life.
colleges set you up to where like, hey, here's like a list of options, in your range. You just
They
graduated with
tell
like
you
this
they're like,
degree.
you can do this job, this job, this job, this job, but I don't think there might be some colleges out there. But
They have
I
like
guess
job
I
fairs.
guess getting out of college is a very competitive thing, bro. Because you
but
got thousands of
most
kids in the
colleges,
same business
after
thing.
you graduate, have no assistance in getting into the actual job market. That's why so many people who have $100,000 in debt, they come out of college and they got to go work at the fucking gas station because they can't find a job quick enough.
Right.
Because there's not enough jobs for liberal fucking arts, you dumb motherfuckers.
Well, there's never going to be enough people retiring at one time, I feel like, to make up, like, say, like a bunch of doctors come out of college and they all want to be fucking doctors.
Well, I mean,
there's only so many doctors you can have, you know.
That's
Like,
why everyone that has broken fingers are saying, "Oh, it's just sprain. It's just sprain." Or either you're going to the doctor now, they're like, "We have no idea what's wrong with you."
DEI did a lot of that.
but like just like dental school, bro. You can get out of dental
So
school, and I know
what
a bunch
would
of people that just
happen-
open a dental office.
There's
What?
literally only
Affirmative
one
action,
dental
too.
School. There's one dental school in Nashville, and it's in Memphis.
in Nashville and it's in Memphis.
No, I mean, I'm sorry.
There's one dental school in Nashville and it's in
Tennessee.
Memphis.
There might be.
And they all end up
one more
becoming
than one. But
jewelers
there's
to
one
become grill
or
artists.
two, but the main one is in Memphis, Tennessee. Izzy's looking it up right now.
I mean, doesn't it make sense
I
though?
think there is two.
Look how many
One of them
rappers
is
come out of
definitely in
Memphis, and like that's where the dental school is.
I mean, fuck.
Mark,
I mean,
You
dude. I mean, there's a
I
lot
would
of
do
famous
it.
people that come out of Memphis,
Yeah,
bro.
I would do it if I could
There's
make
a
money
fuck
doing
ton.
it.
How come all the people in Memphis got fucked up teeth?
Well,
Have you seen
Low
Glorilla
income-
before she got famous?
Low income
Yeah.
and poverty.
Her teeth were fucked.
Low income and poverty.
You know that's why they're trying to put a ban
Why?
on menthol cigarettes because they say that like they overproduce menthol cigarettes in like lower class neighborhoods, mostly black communities. So they're trying to like they're trying to get away with like completely going away with menthol cigarettes.
That's stupid.
It is stupid, bro. Because like I mean, look at vapes, bro. Goddamn, you can have any fucking flavor you want. You want a beef jerky vape? You can find one, bro.
They've been
Like,
trying to ban flavors on vapes for a while now.
I know, bro, but it's just like I mean, bro,
Which is
because you got people starting to
I'm way
vape
off.
that never smoked a
Hey,
cigarette a
listen,
day in their
all I
life,
know is
and that's
my
why it was
experience
invented.
with the one person that I knew that went to dental school said that the only good one that he went to was in Memphis.
Well, I don't know about the only.
I mean, not all of Memphis is bad, I believe.
We have them in Knoxville. We have them in Chattanooga. We have them in.
Okay, well then I'm fucking wrong then. Thanks, Izzy.
Next time you do your
Appreciate
research.
that. Dick.
Failure.
Hey, ready? Hey, hey.
What?
Izzy's a pussy. Kendall's a pussy.
Fuck.
Dylan's a pussy. We're all a bunch of
Good guy.
pussy guy.
What he said. Okay, I'm just gonna say this to everyone. If everyone listening, on January 17th, Mac Miller's album will be dropped.
Oh my gosh.
Right,
Listen
people-
to
Isn't he
it.
dead?
Yeah, he's been dead.
Yeah, but his,
How do they keep dropping new music?
like I said, this album was supposed to come out before I want to say Self Care, and his family actually helped finish this album. So I'm actually really excited to hear it.
My question is, when he releases these new albums after he's already passed away, where does the money go? Does
This
the
is
money
to
go
his
his
estate.
family?
His estate.
This is the first album
Do you
they
hear me?
released since his death.
His
How long's he been dead?
This motherfucker asked a question. He don't want to know the answer.
I
His
can't remember the
estate.
actual
His
date.
estate. What if the record label owns his estate?
Then it goes to his estate.
His
And
family
whoever
definitely
owns
a
it gets the
percentage,
money.
bro.
But
Definitely. His family's not just broke now that he's gone.
Like Michael
That
Jackson.
money
Like,
Like I'm
goes
wondering
somewhere to
about
his family.
like X. Like I wonder like how in Juice World, like Juice World been dropping so many
Well,
albums.
Juice
since he
WRLD, I
passed away,
believe he
bro.
might have
It's-
been married.
No.
Damn, it's really been that long? 2018. Damn.
Since when Mac Miller died?
Yeah, I didn't think it was that long.
What did he die? Overdose?
Overdose. The same dealer that gave Lil Peep or Lil Pump or whatever, and he overdosed is the same one that.
Lil Pump's
Is
still
he in
alive.
prison now?
Then Lil Peep. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lil Peep.
Is he in prison now? The guy who sold both Lil Peep and freaking Juice WRLD the drugs?
They just arrested 5 guys for that Liam Payne.
Juice WRLD died because he freaking got on a plane and took all too many. So, because he thought they
He
were
was
going to
trying
get
to
him
hide
at
it.
the.
They were going to.
They,
But you notice they just arrested 5 people in the death of that Liam dude,
Liam who?
Payne, or
Yeah.
whatever
Oh,
that
yeah,
dude
yeah,
is.
yeah,
They
from
just
One
arrested
Direction.
5 people, bro.
Yeah.
And one of them was a
Well, you know-
hotel concierge.
Yes, because
they helped him get the drugs.
Yep, they helped him get the drugs.
But okay,
And
but
then-
how many people were arrested for these guys' deaths? Nobody.
But first of all, they were in a different country. They were in Argentina. Their rules are different. Second
Yeah.
of all, they literally gave him the drugs, and then he started acting fucking nuts. And then they did not call the cops because they were scared to get in trouble. And then an hour later, somebody called the cops. By the time the cops got there, he jumped off the balcony. He's dead. So,
Be like that.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
To a fake
the
G.
worst member of One Direction.
17,
That's a fake G, bro.
17 and a half
They all
years.
suck. What are you talking about? Sorry, Zoe.
So
I know you never watched this.
The dealer got 17 and a half years.
That
The
killed
story
Lil
of
Peep
my
and Mac
life.
Miller.
Take
Good.
her
Fuck
home.
that guy.
So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Universal language.
For bags of the best hashish.
Stink.
Ain't that?
Is it really the drug dealer's fault, bro?
Yes.
No.
They're selling the drugs.
Okay, so the drug dealer came up to him and said, "Hey, I want to give you this." No, Buddy found him and said, "Hey, I want to purchase this because I want it."
Okay,
All Buddy did was
Pause.
have it.
if you go to a restaurant and you get,
Well, that's illegal anyway.
you know,
If you go
food
to a restaurant,
poisoning,
yeah,
is it the food's fault or is it the restaurant's fault?
The food.
No, it's the restaurant's fault for not
Because
following.
it was poorly handled.
poorly handled.
Okay.
And it wasn't
Okay.
tested.
Yeah,
let's
you should've
say,
told him
let's
what
say
he was
tomorrow
giving
I
him.
go to a steakhouse and I eat a steak that's perfectly cooked the way I want it. Tastes fine, looks fine. I eat it, and the next day I die. That's on them because they just pulled a steak out of the freezer and I
It
died.
depends on how you die.
It depends on how you died.
Let's say I died from food poisoning.
Because if you eat a steak and then you die,
But like,
you
I mean,
die
okay,
from a
but it's
fucking
not.
car,
But
then
Logan,
no, it's not.
all
the
they
steak's
did
fault.
was make it. They didn't cut it out of the fucking cow. They need to be looking at the guy that gave us the meat.
No, because if there's an issue with food poisoning, it means that
Well,
it
then
was
I shouldn't-
stored
I shouldn't have
incorrectly
eaten
or
that
was stored
steak,
for
bro.
Too long.
That's on the restaurant.
Different. That's
You
different, bro. We're
didn't
talking about
know.
food and drugs, though, bro. I didn't
You know
like.
what? Fuck it. Whenever you die of food poisoning, I'm not even gonna try and defend you. I'm not gonna get up on the stand and be
So,
like he was a good guy.
who would you say to
He-
blame? The person that bought the drugs?
Yes.
But
the guy was selling
He didn't
illegal
force
drugs.
Buddy to buy
but
them or
but
take
it doesn't
them.
matter. But he gave them the opportunity to do so. And
Okay,
by
so
said
like if it was bad,
opportunity-
but look, if he sold him bad drugs, that's one thing. But if he overdosed on a drug that he sold to 1 million people that didn't die,
Well, no,
and Buddy
no.
just died because he took too much,
I want to
that's gotta
say
be on Buddy.
I want to say the way it
Now-
worked is that he bought drugs, and the thing is, what he intentionally expected to get wasn't fully what he received. Like there was a little extra something, like little, you know.
something.
Well, then
Think.
yeah, see, then that dude belongs in jail because
Okay.
the odds of
Have you
him
seen- there's a
getting
video
that and it
going
not
around?
already being tainted is like low.
There's a video going around of these guys like walking up to people with smelling salts and be like, "Hey man, smell this real quick. What's it smell like?"
You have
And
15 minutes.
he goes, "Oh," and he starts freaking out and he starts chasing it through the store. He goes, "Was that fentanyl? Was it fentanyl?"
They
And
do
he's
those
just
same
screaming at him,
ones, bro. And he'll be like, "Smell this," and they'll go, "Whoa, what is that?" He goes, "You have 15 minutes to live." And they'll go, "What? Are you serious?"
and they just run away.
What would you do
What would I do?
if you had 15? Like if that was real, like they came and said, "Smell this," and you're like, "Oh my god!" They're like, "You actually have 15
I
minutes
guess
to
I
live."
would die in 15 minutes after trying
Would
to
you?
whoop
Who
their
would you
fucking
do?
ass.
What would you do though? Would you
I
call
would
somebody?
take them with
Would you
me.
go to a hospital?
Take them with me.
What are you gonna do that last 15 minutes?
Take their lives.
Fuck that! Give me my phone. I gotta FaceTime my people, bro. Like what?
No, revenge.
I'm gonna die in the Target. Like
Revenge all the way.
Yep, fight.
If I'm dying, you're dying with me. Guess what? If I'm dying in 15 minutes, no,
See, now
no
we're
one's gonna
smart
stop
enough.
me. No one's
We're
stopping
not
me from
casuals,
grabbing a
bro.
knife
So
off the shelf.
obviously, we all know better.
Oh my
like if a
God.
guy comes up, we all know about those videos. So if anybody comes up to us and they're like, "Hey, you want to smell this?" and I look at the bottom and be like, "Yes," but just because I want to feel what that's like. I'm not doing it to entertain you. I know what this is, but you know, we have common sense, you know. But they're doing it. To
Common
these
sense,
casual-
but you're gonna take
Like, did you see
fentanyl.
that dude that pulled out a gun on that YouTuber and shot him in the mall?
Yes,
You remember
bro.
that, bro?
Yes,
Because he
bro.
wouldn't leave him alone, bro.
Yeah, he
and
kept getting up in his
did that
face
look
and
like a
shit.
kid that would have a gun? No, that's why you don't fuck with people.
you ever see
bro.
that
He wasn't
video?
even a kid. He was like a 20.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Did
yeah,
you
he
ever
was
see
grown.
that video where Muhammad Ali, he was fighting
I
Sonny
did.
Liston, and he pulls up on Sonny Liston gambling?
Yep.
And Sonny Liston had enough, and he pulls out a gun and shoots it right next to Muhammad
But weren't
Ali's
those
head.
blanks?
Yeah, and then like he shoots off a couple times, and then opens his jacket, shoots into the jacket. They were blanks.
And then he
Like-
just sits down and starts playing craps.
Yeah, bro, like what the fuck?
At the
Muhammad
casino.
Ali starts running
Yeah.
out of the building, bro.
But he had a gun full of blanks, bro. Like why? Why?
because
Scare
most of the time
people
you just
to do exactly what he just did.
most of the time like you don't need to pull the trigger.
Yeah, first of all, most of the time, all you have to do is bring the gun out to scare somebody.
But you have to have probable
dude,
cause.
not nowadays, bro. Bro, look, bro, you don't know who's got a gun nowadays. You know they say that there's like twice as many guns that there are people in America.
Three
times,
three
yeah.
as many guns as there
And
are
that's an
people in
average of like
America.
4 guns per household, bro. That's insane.
That's
That is
why
insane.
that's why America will never
about
get
right.
invaded. That is.
That's why I don't
the
understand why
sole
people put their
reason
lives on the
why
line to break
America
in.
will never get invaded. Two down.
Now 2 of my employees are in the hospitals.
Damn! What the fuck is going on? What do they got?
I don't know. Maybe if they knew, they wouldn't be at the hospital.
They're at the hospital or they're at the doctors?
Who's the
No,
second
like
one?
both of them are in the ER.
For what? For stomach pain? For
One, I'm not gonna relay their information out like that, but yeah, two
Just
are down.
tell me what's wrong with it. Don't tell me their names.
I can tell you what's wrong with you. Want me to tell you that?
I mean, no, because we already all know that.
Okay, yeah. So if anything,
Well, so my sister messaged me. She's a nurse, and she said that a lot of people where she works are sick, and they're having them test them all for the flu, COVID, and all that, but they're told to send the test in so the state can analyze it. She said, we never do that. That's not something that's common. We just test there in house, but they got to send it off to the state.
Is there a reason?
She didn't know, but she said that it was very weird, and it makes her think something's up. And a lot of people have been getting sick. Have you noticed? Mm-hmm. I have a lot of people at work that are sick.
Well, I've been seeing a lot of people, Bree was sick
for like 2 weeks.
Bro. She was sick for like 2 weeks. And the first time she went to the doctor, they couldn't find anything wrong with her. And then she went to the doctor the second time, and she had like a weird type of flu and something else. And she had was it bronchitis or something? But they literally cannot do anything about the flu. I don't know if you guys know this or not. The flu is something that just has to happen. If you get it, it happens, and you have to let it run its course. And if you die in the process of it running its course, there's really not much they can do other than just keep you filled with fluids and antibiotics, and that's about it.
My son, he just got out of the hospital, and we went to a doctor like the week before because he was all congested, and they were like, man, it's just like the weather, blah, blah, blah. Didn't run no test, don't know. Dude, a week later, we went to a minute clinic, or an emergency minute clinic. It was like 8 o'clock at night. Yeah. And they were like, he has RSV, flu, and the strep.
God,
and I'm like,
bro.
dude, he's 10 months old. What the fuck? And the doctor wasn't able to tell us that. And we went to a minute clinic, bro. Before that, we went to a real hospital with a doctor, and they'd send us to Vanderbilt.
I think it was Dana White. Dana White went on an episode of something and was doing an interview, and he literally said, I will never trust my general health to doctors ever again. He said,
never.
If I get a broken arm, if I get like a disease, yeah, I'll go see a doctor. But for general health, he says that these doctors don't care and don't know anything about general health.
It's just them throwing a dartboard on a wall and trying to freaking.
Well, a lot of it is
the original health was kind of like not trying to make a connection because it's a TV show, but in theory it was like kind of like House. They actually went to the books, looked to try and see what symptoms match this condition. Mm-hmm. Now it's like we're just gonna throw pills at you and see which one works and which one doesn't.
They make money.
Like that's it.
Well, HMOs are a really bad problem with the American health system right now because HMOs literally give incentives to not test for specific things, like tests that could like save your fucking life. Whereas, like, if you go to your primary care doctor and they could run this test, and this test, well, the HMO tells them, well, only run 2 of these tests, and we'll at the end of the year we'll give you more money. And it's evil, bro.
They get kickbacks. Evil. They get kickbacks for putting people on certain drugs and stuff.
Yes.
Giving people certain stuff. It's because there's no way that you should have capitalism mixed with health. It should just be it shouldn't be socialism or nothing like that, but it should be about helping people, not making money.
We need to privatize the American health system.
It is private.
I'll tell you this too, bro. Just the other day on Facebook,
yes, really,
I saw an ad, and they were like,
it needs to be.
They were like, do you have a problem with addiction, anxiety, and lack of sleep? Try Suboxone. And I swear on everything, it was a Suboxone ad, bro. And like, bro, I don't know if you know this, but Suboxone is a drug that will get you off of anything all the way up to fucking heroin, okay? You're supposed to take the X amount,
but it's just
and then
legal
less
heroin.
the next day, less the next day, less until you're done. Obviously, it doesn't work that way. It's another corrupt pill in the fucking government system.
And still people get addicted to Suboxone.
Dude, they have a pill that was designed to get you unaddicted to Suboxone.
Yep.
What the fuck?
So you get addicted to heroin.
Suboxone,
you get
heroin.
Off of heroin, you're on Suboxone. And
you get addicted to Suboxone.
Get addicted to Suboxone, so you take this other pill, and then once you got to get off that pill, you just start taking.
You're just like, that's it. You're on kratom.
Yeah.
And it's just a cycle, bro. And then whenever they ban kratom, guess what? It's right back to perks. It's just right back to pills, bro. It comes down to all these fucking medicines, bro. And they're mass producing these fucking medicines, bro.
They get a lot of money. There's a lot.
Like I shouldn't have to break my leg and eat a 120 count thing of hydrocodone. Like what the fuck? Why? Why, bro?
They have
actually no. They're moved on to micromilligrams of fentanyl.
So
Yeah, that's true.
I hurt my back one time when I a couple years ago, and I went to the doctor just to make sure I wasn't fucked up or nothing. I went in. The first thing I said to him was, "I'm not going to take any pills. Like, you don't need to prescribe me nothing." At the end, he asked me like 4 or 5 times,
Micrograms.
You sure you don't want any? Like, I can prescribe you some." He's like, "This." I'm like, "No." I'm like, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's like, "Well, I'm just gonna write it out and you take it, and if you feel like you need to as I'm taking it, I'm like, I'm not gonna go
what
to
did he want to prescribe you? Like
I think it was hydros.
Yeah, like
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I know. I literally told you how many times I don't want to take pills. That's the first thing I said to you was, do not prescribe me anything.
And then to correct myself, not micrograms.
And then the motherfucker tried to
micrograms.
talk to me about smoking weed is not good. This is a horrible thing. And I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to get me addicted to pills?
And this the
fuck do
kettle
you
calling the
mean?
pot black. What the fuck? Like,
they hate weed, but they love
in that
pills.
moment, I was like, all right, these doctors ain't it, bro. Like,
well,
that
I will say this. I have had a lot of a hell of an increase of customers coming back saying, "Hey, my physician has told me to try these out instead for either like sleep or pain." And I'm like, tell your doctor they're amazing. Tell your doctor they're amazing.
What is it?
Like
Like all natural stuff?
like trying either gummies or flower pens.
Yeah.
So for pain, THCP meant for chronic pains, meant to give
fuck
you help.
THCP. Fuck THCP, bro.
Wow.
That shit's horrible. And look.
It's strong.
Look. It's not that it's strong. It's that it's a different substance and it hits you in a fucked way.
bro.
No,
It hits
that's
you
what
in a fucked way.
you have to do it very
It's
small.
like it don't last forever. It lasts
It
like
lasts-
45 minutes.
I can't do it, bro.
That's why you're supposed to take 1/4 of one gummy.
It's
A lot of people
kinda-
don't read that.
No, I hit that pen
What pen?
that you had at your shop.
Oh, that was a while ago. That was
Yeah.
during the beginning of THCP.
And it was kind of similar to K2, honestly.
that was at the that's
I've
at
never
the beginning.
tried K2. I have no experience.
That's
with
at
that
the beginning,
whatsoever.
and that's why when science, and they realize stuff, they have really pulled for the most part a lot of THCP in vapes. They use it mainly against edibles, and if they do THCP in vapes, is no more than like 5 milligrams, like of THCP. They don't do anything
it's
full.
so strong, bro.
It's not even that, bro. It's just it hits you. I literally had it like a fucking for 45 minutes. I was going back and forth between laying in my bed, feeling like I was about to pass out. I was not feeling good, bro. It literally reminded me of K2.
How do you know about?
I got sold that in high school.
I bought that shit one time from the Dolphin Mart in Hermitage.
The Dolphin Market.
Remember that right across the street from
I
that
know
bar?
exactly where the Dolphin
That
Market.
Dolphin Mart closed
The
down
Dolphin
because
Market
of selling
was,
that shit.
Where Curtis bought me and Kevin a weed pipe for the first time when we were like 17.
Really?
Bro.
Yeah,
About
dude.
Pops?
No, the Dolphin Market.
It
Over
was
there
in
by the
Hermitage.
Shiloh Plaza in Hermitage.
I don't want to talk about freaking pop. God, blood, bro. That shop is at.
Pops I think they're still in business.
They are.
They used to ask me when I go in there and put like a fucking
And they got
12
in
pack
trouble-
of
they got in trouble
strawberries
for
on the
selling
counter.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
They got in
Those
trouble for
Zaza
selling
pills,
Zaza
which is
pills.
gas station heroin.
Like
Selling to minors.
But they've gotten in trouble more than 4 times, and they're still open.
That's
bro.
because he signs it to a different person.
Yes,
and
as
he
soon
keeps
as he gets
running
in
it.
trouble, they signs it over to another relative, and then the other relative they still run it and they still make money.
No, he
from it.
runs it, but it's not. It's
It's-
not under his name anymore, so he's not the owner.
Yes, but I'm sure he has an agreement with his family, like just because it's in your name, you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just I don't know, bro. I think it's crazy.
It is. I mean, anytime I guess Wilson County wants an extra $25,000, in their back pocket, I guess, or whatever, they just go bust them.
They said we need a.
They
we
bust
need a-
him,
we
he
need a new
pays it
parking-
off.
We need a new parking lot for the Wilson County Sheriff's
We got a few
Office.
light bulbs out the red lights, so
Let's go hit Pops real quick. We need this new
They
parking lot
freaking
paved.
they bust his ass. He pays them off. He pays it in court, signs it over, opens back up the following week or month. It's
It'll
ridiculous.
never go away.
No, he'll be there forever.
Even though I'm having parents coming in and talking to me saying that their 15-year-old has received hallucinogenic mushroom gummies and tried to kill themselves, or they
From your
got
shop?
No, not from me. From other shops asking me what to do, or they received some faulty stuff, or they're getting stuff from a shop and asking me which
There's
one.
not a lot you can do unless you call the police.
That's why, especially with that one, because he was in like 48-hour like freaking watch or some shit like that.
So I mean,
But it's stupid, and it's like the county knows, but instead of actually genuinely doing something, they're
I
gonna
remember
harass
when-
everybody.
when it turned
And I
from
guess- yeah.
18 to 21, and I was I turned 21 a week after they made that law. And then this guy that he was 18. When he was 18, he started coming into the vape shop. I can't remember his name. He used to work at Kroger. The skinny white kid. His mom, he was 19, and we continued to let him come in and buy shit because it was right after, and he'd already been coming for a whole year. You know what I'm saying?
He's grandfathered in.
So, like, he's 19 at this point, and he's coming in and buying vapes. His mother walks in that vape store and starts raising hell that we're selling her underage son vapes. I'm like, it was literally legal 2 weeks ago, lady. Like, I don't know what you want.
He's an adult.
19 years old, and he's been coming here for an entire year buying vapes. So what would you like me to do? Your son's a grown-ass man. Like, why are you coming in here bitching at me? Get the fuck away from me.
Because you're a piece of shit.
Apparently.
I can't believe they made it 21 though. Like that's the stupidest shit.
I mean, is it stupid now?
It's
Because
probably
all
the
good
same
now.
thing. When, you remember, like I remember my dad. When our parents were 18, they were drinking at 18, and then it changed to 21 at some point. Like
And smoking
Do you know how
cigarettes.
mad these people that were 19, and they've been drinking for a year, and now they gotta wait 2 more years to start drinking again?
Have you ever seen that video?
Drinking age wasn't 18.
Yes,
Yes,
it was. They changed it.
Have
in,
you ever
like,
seen that
the
video?
90s.
Yeah, the
Oh,
90s.
no, okay, no, you're talking
No, they
about
changed it
your
like the
parents.
80s.
Okay, I thought you meant for us.
I was gonna say, so there was a video that came out, and it was a police officer that pulled over this woman, and like they had just changed the law where you couldn't drink and drive, and
Oh,
he was,
she goes-
and she goes, yeah,
won't wear
now they won't even.
seatbelts?
A man can't even put in 12 hours of hard labor and even drink him a cold beer on the way home.
They say
Pretty soon,
communism.
you know, we'll be a communist country. And then look, the whole time this video's going, her child is not in a car seat or buckled into anything. She's just jumping around from front to back seat. She said, pretty soon we'll be a communist country. Look at your child.
That was true American freedom,
This
bro.
is ridiculous that we can't have a beer on the way home.
I don't know. My mom used to tell me stories about when she was like a little kid, and like there were no rules, bro. There were no rules. She would be climbing from the front seat to the back seat, jumping around, playing.
Hell yeah.
And doing whatever the fuck they wanted. My granny, she wouldn't give a shit. She'd be like, just calm down.
The government should be more in a place of they inform you of what can happen in potentially dangerous situations, but they shouldn't tell you what to do. Bro, they
I
can't
will
tell you what
say
to do with yourself.
The seatbelt law is, I think everyone should wear a seatbelt.
I get
It's not
should
that
be
bad
optional.
to wear a seatbelt.
No, I think that they should tell people like what can happen, and like
In some
encourage it.
instances, those seatbelts do a lot more damage.
All I'm saying is my stepdad, he got into a car wreck and wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
yeah,
He got ejected from the car, but it saved his life. And yeah,
There's like
windshield?
there's
Yeah.
stories
But
of like
if he
people
was in the car, he
being
would've
cut
been
in
crushed.
half because of their seatbelts.
yeah.
Okay,
Like-
but look at I'm sure if you looked at the percentages of the amount of people that die with and without a seatbelt on,
The without's probably going to be way more.
without is going to be way higher of a death rate. I mean, some people do get lucky for sure, and
Yeah.
I'm sure it's more
That
common than we
Spencer guy
think
did
that
not
people
get
live
lucky.
without
he
a
was not wearing a
seatbelt.
seatbelt, and he launched himself out of his
Launched.
front windshield and
Launched.
smacked his literally, and then hit his head.
Because, dude, when you
on a
hit
rail.
something, bro, you come to a complete stop at whatever speed you were traveling. And that's how fast you're going to be flying out of that windshield, you know? You can't just break a windshield. You know, there's windshields you can go and step on and climb on and jump up and down on. But you get into a wreck, dude, and that skull, that head goes through that windshield, bro. You're gone, bro. And you're dead before
Not
you
Jerry
even
from
hit
New
the street,
Jersey.
usually.
Apparently, he's a freaking superhero.
It's tough, bro. No, I don't think so. I think you can go through it, and
It's the compact hardness.
Ever since they found that kid on the side of the interstate, that whole thing where Logan Garver got locked up, I can say his name because I guess for like the next 20
Fucking
years, it doesn't
idiot.
really matter.
Dude,
but
what a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
bro.
what was
But,
the
dude-
court?
Did you hear what happened?
I know what happened, but what did the judge? I guess.
That he hasn't been. I don't think he's been in court yet.
No, but he's definitely, they got him. Like, he
Okay,
turned
he
himself
turned
in.
himself
He
in,
called
yeah.
and said, hey, you know, you can come get me, blah, blah, blah. That's why, like, in the background of the photos, you can see his house.
Yeah,
He lives right there in Lakewood. I used to go over there.
I want to say I don't think he realized the severity of it, like that full grasped the full, I guess, concept of what
So
happened.
from what I understand, and I might be wrong because I don't know, but from what I understand, they left a strip club and they were both really messed up. They start driving down the interstate. They start driving down the interstate, and they're both Logan passed out and hit something, and when he woke up, he started driving and realized, where the fuck's my buddy at?
Yeah, no, I know the
He
story.
crashed. His buddy flew through the windshield and was laying on the side of the road. And then he didn't realize that until he had already driven away. By the time he got back to him and he saw him laying on the side of the road, he'd already been hit by a car 2 or 3 times. Ain't that fucked up?
Which is
What would
crazy,
you,
bro.
First of all, the people who, the multiple cars that hit him, what did you think happened?
A deer?
I don't know, bro. That's like, I feel like I couldn't tell the difference between a deer and a person.
Yeah.
Bro. Like imagine being on that interstate and hitting a bump, and then the next day you're like, someone's dead. Did I hit that guy on the fucking highway? Like, what if that person, the last person that hit him was the one that fucking killed him? Like, that's crazy to me, bro. I'd be like, shit, that's fucked up.
A little bit of weight on your conscience there.
A little bit, like, should you? Or what are you supposed to do? Like,
I don't
I'm sorry, I didn't know that it was a deer.
Well, like my thing is like, or what if another alternative, scenario? What if like each person was like, "What the fuck?" Got out of the car and was like, and then
I hit him and then left. And
just
so
left.
everybody's out here and like, they're just thinking they killed somebody.
yeah, and they just like, yeah. What if they left and they're like, "Whew, at least it wasn't me." When they found when Logan was.
Oh, thank God they charged somebody.
Well,
else.
honestly, it's really hard for it to be their fault that he was laying on the.
I mean, yeah, that was
interstate
just
at 2
that was
o'clock
a
in the
very
morning.
shitty situation.
Yeah. So,
We'll say that. My condolences.
but
to the
that was
family.
that guy used to work at one of the
Other
shops.
shops. Yeah,
in
he was
Lebanon.
friends with an
He was
employee
friends
of
with
mine.
the
I've
next
met him,
employee.
I think 2 or 3 times.
He was a
Chill
super nice
dude,
guy.
down to earth,
He
funny.
was a little messed up. Like he had his issues and shit, but he wasn't a bad guy.
He could drink a little bit. He could take shotgun a few beers.
R.I.P.
Yeah, bro, that's sad. Nobody.
R.I.P.
You
Yeah.
don't deserve to die that young, bro.
Yeah, or
for
in
real.
that way either, because that was just
Yeah.
Especially
Some
like,
people
like,
deserve to
that was
die
his
that
best
way.
friend. That was his best friend. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it was. He's
Like, I
off
don't
his
even
best.
imagine, like just obviously we know that it wasn't intentional, but I'm wondering how he feels. That he's just sitting in his jail cell, just like, yeah, I killed my best friend.
He should
Like,
think
that's-
about it. That was a
that's
dumbass decision to
crazy.
make.
Yeah.
Just real quick, and I just want to throw this in there because I did know that guy, and I definitely. I'm
knew
not
both
saying.
of them.
I'm not saying that I would consider either of them a friend because of what happened. I'm saying I genuinely was not friends with them. They were just people that like
You
knew
knew.
people I knew,
Yeah.
and we went to high school together. We were on a first name basis, last name basis. Like we knew each other. How are you? Like shit like that. We could have conversations. But bro, when I seen the picture of who died, I said, damn, I really need to text that. I need to text Logan to say, like, send my condolences for his friend. That was his best fucking friend, bro. And, I was locked up in MAP with that kid in alternative school, the kid that died. I knew him. Like, like I said, no friends. But I texted Logan that day that I found out, and I said, hey, bro, I'm sorry for your loss. I saw your friend on the news. And he said, thank you for your nice words. You know how many people probably texted him, including me? At least probably 30. I'd say is a good number.
that
And we're like, hey, I'm
adds
sorry.
to
That's got to add to the heartbreak,
yeah,
bro. But you know what? He probably had to go home and get, like, his mind right. Honey, this is what happened. I know we just had a baby.
Yeah,
Boom.
just had a kid.
Damn.
Yeah,
He
had a-
just had a
literally
kid.
less
He
than 4 months
just
ago.
had a kid,
Less
bro.
than 4 months
And I'm not
ago.
trying to go too deep, bro, but I'm not going to say that dude was necessarily a good person. Not just because of what he did, but, dude, there was other things that made him not a great
Oh, yeah.
person. You know what I'm saying? And so, honestly, it might be a better place. I don't know, but let's just say it won't happen again with that person. Like,
Yeah, so I got a tally automatically, and it's not because I was asking questions or whatever. It was just the friends of the person deceased that I was messaging that I knew was close to him. I was like, hey, I know what happened. Sorry about it. Every encounter I had, he seemed like a really cool guy. I'm, sorry, like being genuine.
Yeah.
And it was pretty obvious that everyone felt the same about that one person, but did not feel so fond about the other.
No,
And
most people don't like
but
Logan. That's like a
he's a hard person to get along with.
he didn't really have that many friends to begin with. He
No.
has 0 friends now. Like all
Yeah.
of the people that were friends with the guy that died and like that weren't friends with him. Dude, I've seen so many people post on their stories being like, "Fuck you, bro. I hope you rot and die."
But
in
what I
prison," all
hate
this
is
other
when
crazy
people
shit.
like make their self a part of the situation.
when they
like,
barely
bro,
knew the guy. Yeah.
Like for example, this girl, I'm not gonna name her, but this girl that I used to see, I saw her that she posted on Facebook. and posted that guy's mugshot and what he had done. And she said, "Really? You couldn't even admit it? And to think that we used to hang out." Okay, stop. The only reason we ever hung out is when he was coming over to our house to smoke. Okay, and you didn't know him. I don't even claim to know him, bro, because I didn't. I barely fucking knew him, bro. Other than the occasional, "Hey man, how's it going? Hey dude, congratulations on the baby." I just hate when people involve themselves as if they were like his best friend. Really, dude, you couldn't come to me and tell me? What? Bro, you didn't know him, and he wasn't gonna tell fucking nobody.
He's not your friend.
He's not your friend. Don't act like you knew him or like you're so sad. I can't believe this, Logan, dude. You were such a good person. Just shut up, bro. Just stop, bro. Like, I don't know, dude. That's just crazy, and that's like, I don't know. That's just bad, dude.
You might get hit. Kentucky's getting hit with snow.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
trying
seeing
to
that
get
earlier,
some
dude. There's
food.
hella snow.
Are we gonna
And we
get
only
some
got
food?
that one bad snow last year.
Thank you for listening to the 76th
Episode.
of the-
Woo, woo, woo.
1776.
For perspective, baby.
You guys know what happened in 1776?
Wasn't it the start of the Civil War?
You don't
You're
ever see the
fucking
date
retarded.
1776. Where
No.
is it at everywhere? The number 1776, it's everywhere.
I don't want to say something.
If Dylan knows this, the Civil War started like 1860 something.
Wait,
1776
was when we became the United States of America?
Yes.
Thank you for listening. Before I say anything else, we're gonna get the
Be
fuck
prepared
out
for
here.
this polar vortex. Polar vortex.
Polar vortex. Have a great day. See you next week.
One more time.